Okay. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take our compass there, and we're going to work a couple of problems to make sure we get an understanding. And when we start plotting, we'll go back over and work these over again so you can be able to catch on to it. And it just takes practice. On the compass correction, they're going to give you on this handout, they give you a deviation table. And they're going to say, okay, we're going to use 14 west for all of these problems. We have this that says, remember this diagram, and sometimes you can almost help somebody by showing them too much, and sometimes things get a little confusing. So however well you remember this, I've had captains tell me different things. They said, hey, if you want to feel down, what you want to do is you want to feel bad, you want to feel down, add whiskey to yourself. And it says if you want to feel better and pick yourself up, take whiskey away. So the same thing, if you're going down, you want to add whiskey. If you're going up, you want to subtract whiskey. Well, if you want to add whiskey, what are you going to do with east? You subtract east. If you're going up, you just do the opposite. So whatever you can remember. And I don't want to throw too many trying to remembering things, and after a while we'll be so confused. So let's try to practice this. In this particular problem, on the top, we're going to go from true course to compass. In this particular case, it says our course is 316 degrees true. Now we pulled that off a chart. It says our variation is 14 west. So I'm going to go ahead and add my variation here, 14 west. Now remember, we're going from true to compass. So we're moving down. So I want to feel down. I want to add whiskey and subtract east. So 316 plus, and a lot of people will go in and do this, plus, that is equals 330 degrees magnetic. Now, in order to get deviation, remember I have to go to my deviation table. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to find my magnetic headings. 330 degrees. So you see this is 0 to 90, 120 to 210, 240 to 330. Well, this one falls right exactly on it. So the deviation or compass error for 330 degrees is 1.5. 1.5. Now the important thing is you're going to have to put in this direction, 1.5 east. So what does that mean? That means subtract. So if we take 330 and subtract 115 from it, we're going to get 328.5. So if we take our compass and we put in our compass 328 degrees on our compass, we'd be staring 316 degrees true. Let's work another one. 104 degrees. 104 degrees true. And we're going to use 14 west on all these, so plus. So 104 plus 14 is 118. Now I'm going to have to go up here in my compass and my magnetic heading and find 118. 118 is almost 120. 1 east. So if I have 1 east, so remember if I'm going down, add whiskey, subtract east. I've got east. 118 minus 1 is 117. And that's, you can work the rest of these and look on the back and you'll find the answers to them. So this is basically working your way down. Each one of these is we're going to have 14 west. And we're just staying on one chart is what it's saying. And it's important. The west and east is important. And you may want to get to the point where you go, okay, I'll put a west there, I'm going to put a plus there. And then that gives me magnetic. So when I go down, I can go right down and go 14 plus 11. It's going to be 25. And I go up on my chart. I find 25 degrees. It's almost 3 east. Subtract 3 east. If you had another west here, this would be, you would add the whole thing. But in this case, it happens to be an east. So I have 22 degrees. And you can work the rest. The ones on the bottom is, we're going to be working our way up. So in this one, they're saying, okay, your course, your compass course, is 125 degrees true. 125 degrees is right close to 120, so it's going to be 1 east. So I got 1 east. Now, which way am I working? I'm going from the bottom up. So whenever I want to feel better, I take away whiskey and I add east. So 125 plus 1 is 126. Now, variation for the area, we're using 14 west. Now remember, we're working our way up. So in this case here, it's 14 west. So in this case now, because we're working PSC to true, we're working our way up. We're going to be minusing. So 126, so 4 from 6 is going to be 2, 1, 1. That's 112 degrees true. And you can use your calculator if you want. 179 degrees. I look up to my compass, my deviation table, 179 degrees is almost 180. That's 2 west. 2 west. I'm going up. Take west away. So 2 from 9 is what? 177. Now, I have 14 degrees. Now remember on this, you have to put in here, and it's good practice to get into the habit of putting in your west and east into each one of them. So in this case here, I'm going to put my W, and I take 177. Well, what am I going to do? I'm going to minus. I'm going to take away to do my correction. 177 minus 14 is 163. So in these, we're telling you all of these we're going to be working up, and the other ones you're going to be working down. When you first do it, if you do your can dead men vote twice, look at what you have. If they say your true course is this, then I'm working down. If they say your PSC or your compass course is this, then I'm working up. You have to determine which way you're going to work it. But when it's all said and done, whether you come down or work up, you're going to get this answer, and this answer should be correct. That's working your compass course.